Yes.
Queste sono le affermazioni. Mi si dice che non quello devo ancora finire.
Okay, I think I can start, no, Francesco? Yeah, okay. Okay, we will start and then someone wants to arrive a bit later, they can arrive. I'm going to talk about, let's say, the last theoretical part before we do the tabletop exercise, because as we said, you will need this information to do the TTX. So we're going to teach you a few concepts. So far, we talk about how to detect this information, how to select your target audience, but now we're going to talk about writing the message to debunk this information. So actively doing something about it. So I'm going to teach you a few concepts here, and then we can start the TTX. So how to deal with this information in your message. So as we've been saying, one of the main problems nowadays is that a person is subjected to more information in a single day that a person in the Middle Ages, for example, was in their entire life. This means we are bombarded by information 24/7 in social media, in everywhere in the normal media. You're always getting information. So it's very difficult to verify everything. It's very difficult to be critical about everything. And this makes things more complicated. And then you have multiple sources of information, sometimes contradicting sources. So this becomes one of the biggest issues nowadays when addressing this information. But as for many things in life, planning is the key to success. This is the same with debunking. When we talk about planning your debunking, you have to think about three different aspects mainly. Because when we're talking about debunking, we're talking about writing a message. So we're writing a text, let's say. So the things that you have to think about when you do the planning is, first of all, who's your target audience? We play a bit with this, with Francesco's presentation, like who can be your target audience, very important. And this will define the means or the media channels in which you want to, let's say, disseminate the message. And the topic. Usually when you're debunking, you want to do, let's say, one topic at a time, because if you give a lot of information in one single message, it can be very confusing and people might not get the message at the end. So for example, if you decide that your target audience for a specific problem is, I don't know, teenagers, then you can say, perhaps the best mean is going to be social media, perhaps TikTok, this is what they are using. Perhaps they don't use Facebook anymore. So these sort of things you need to think when you think about debunking. And as I said, yes, your target will define everything else. So you have to really think about it. For example, this is an example. If you compare two different target audiences, like the general public, although there is no one general public, there are many target audiences in the general public, but let's say the public might feel confused and overwhelmed by a lot of scientific background on a specific problem. But if, for example, health workers might need this information to really understand the situation to respond correctly. So it's going to be different, the type of message, the type of information you give to one or to another, or the way you just talk about the same things. Defining your means or your media channels, your communication channels. Also, it's affected by your target audience. You can communicate via official institutions, social media. Colleagues can be reached via meetings, emails, letters. So it's this is the way, things are defined just based on the target audience. And of course, things like the format, the tone, they are adapted by the means that you decide to use at the end. So defining your topic when it comes to planning, it's very important. Because we were talking, during, the presentations earlier on, we were talking about these all psychological aspects related to this information. And one of the important things, for example, is that people tend to read the first sentence, they tend to scan or not read the entire article. So these are things that you have to consider, and we will talk about this when I teach the debunking technique. But you have to understand how people will interact with the information that you're providing. So, for example, yes, people will listen first to the main point or to the heading of whatever you or the first sentences of the things that you're saying, and then you can talk about reasons, evidence, explanation. So that's why you have to write very clear messages, because sadly, not a lot of people read, and definitely they don't read carefully. So this is very important. Another helpful thing that we say when we talk, especially when we talk about crisis communication with countries, with member states, is when you do messages, especially holding statement, like the first message after something happens, like after a CBRN event happens. One of the tips we give them is to give people things to do, so actions. For example, I don't know, report this, avoid this area, do this. So these sort of messages are in the holding statement, for example. And people tend to remember more if you tell them what to do instead of just giving information. Another very important point, especially for CBRN in general, it's the use of technical jargon, because CBRN is in essence very technical. It's very complex. It's not easy to understand it. So it's very hard to communicate with the general public, because you might be tempted to give a lot of technical details, but this can just be confusing, and not necessarily people will understand. So one of the things is just trying to avoid as much as possible technical jargon when especially explaining things to do. So this is very important. Trying to translate the technical terms into everyday language, if possible, as well. Write short sentences. This is very important for people to read ideas in a more clear way. So these are just techniques to write that make it more easy for people to read and to understand. Because then, especially, amongst one of the challenges we see when something happens is that everyone is an expert, and then everyone just like wants to explain things in a very complex way. But then the general public reads this as like, okay, I don't understand, or they misunderstand the things that you're saying. So I would say it's good to verify with someone who's not an expert, to read the message and say, okay, what do you understand from what I'm saying? And then you can have an idea of what's really understandable from your message. So now I'm going to teach you a technique, a very simple technique that we did not invent it, but it's something that we like to teach, and it's how to debunk. And this is how to write the text, basically. I will show you in the next slide. So this is called the truth sandwich. This is a technique that is now widely used by people when they want to do debunking. This is just a way in which you can write a clear text. So, as I said, very important, because people just scan information. It's to start with a fact, a clear fact. So you don't start with the conspiracy theory. You don't start repeating the fallacy. You start with a clear fact. And I'm going to give you an example, so don't worry. Then you go with a warning that what you're about to say, it's a false claim, it's disinformation. So you give a warning before you actually repeat the disinformation. And when you repeat this information, just say it in a very general way. Don't give a lot of details, because also we don't want people to memorize this sort of this information. And you can, give an explanation on what's going on, how what sort of techniques they are using as well. Or if you have evidence like, okay, this picture does not correspond to whatever they are saying, you can also say it in this part. And at the end, you finish with the fact. So you can also like give a bit more information, or just repeat whatever you said at the beginning in a different way. So in this way, the first and the last thing that a person would read is the clear fact, and then now the middle is where they can have a bit more details. But yeah, this is a technique in which you can just write text in a more clear way, because I'm going to show you an example here. This is, let's say, like a good example on how to do a text using the truth sandwich. So you start with a fact. This is about mpox now. It's an animal to human transmitted disease. You start with something that is clear. But then you put the warning, which is a false claim has been circulating in a video disseminated in different social media platforms. So in here, you're already telling your public that there's a false claim disseminated. So they know it's false. When you repeat the fallacy, you also can say again, like I did here, is the post falsely implies that monkeypox is a biological warfare being unleashed into the public by WHO, IMF, and Bill Gates. So again, you repeat this is false, you repeat a bit the claim so people know what you're talking about. But then you finish with the fact, like, okay, the monkeypox outbreak was not caused by biological warfare, the disease is discovered, blah, blah, blah. You can give a bit more of the accurate facts at the end. And if you read this, I put the colors so you could see the different parts, but in a normal way, you just see it in one single post, in one single text. It's understandable what you have to say. And it's just a way that people, could read this in a more clear way. Because I'm going to show you how this text was written originally, and this was made by a big, I'm not going to say which organization, but a big organization posted this online to talk about monkeypox. At the beginning of, I don't know, last year, they posted this because they wanted to debunk all this disinformation about mpox. So they started with, is monkeypox a bioweapon? Already like, okay, the title doesn't help, because what you want to say is like, okay, this is not a bioweapon, so having an open question like this is not helpful. And then they started the text by saying it's included in some textbooks about potential biological warfare weapon, but there's no evidence. And then they give a bit of information on when it was discovered. So it's not clear, the idea, especially if you read it fast. If you're reading like, okay, it was included in some text about biological warfare, like it's not clear. So it can cause, the effect that people will misread this and use it because it has happened before, and use it as evidence that, see, they're saying that this is maybe a biological weapon, and you're like, it's not. But if you read the text, it's a bit confusing. So this is the technique. I think what we are going to do before doing the TTX, it's just I want you to do a quick example of this in the same Teams where you are. So I'm going to show you a post, and you can do a quick, let's say, a quick truth sandwich technique to respond to this post. I'm going to show you the post now. I think, Francesco, do we give the truth sandwich technique, or we wait until the TTX?
Show you first.
I will show the post.
Yeah.
I can send it in WhatsApp as well. So this is the post.
Yeah. You need to debunk this post.
You need to debunk this post.
So really take a picture and then
Yeah. I think it's so impactful that you will remember it. A real example, not made by us. Okay, yeah, you work in the same team, so we give you a few minutes, and after this, we can start with the TTX. Yeah, if you want, you can use the flick chart. I can also give you some. Let me see if I can break. Or you want, you can do this one. I give you a new page. You can also.
Yeah, you know this. Or we can use this one. You don't use this. Okay, can we investigate? Vediamo spazio. Non far diventare una cosa. Other one. No, non lo devo fare il
in the final.
Everything was explained.
Yes, but in the first. The first one. Only. Very nice.
Devo fare.
I mean, anyway.
You should know that. You should know this.
Is a human disease. Only.
That's me.
Do we try to no, I prega.
Passiamo a
Some
Allora,
I use this structure in two sandwich. So 1, 2, 3, 4. First working serving
Flames.
If I use flames,
Flames.
Sorry.
Exactly.
That banana.
I think we're done.
was found,
So, what's going on?
was infected,
By.
was found to be infected.
By.
By HIV in human life.
Human virus, virus affecting humans.
Mas va bene,
The human virus
va bene.
affected
Vai,
in a supermarket. No.
E poi sono quello dice, so che le scimmie possono dare che sia un essere umano.
Io sì.
Non so se si sì, mettiamo una cena.
Si tratta di HIV,
Virus affecting
La scimmia, una scimmia
affecting
is it right to even to not in anymore, including humans.
virus affecting animals.
including humans.
pure il pollo, cioè.
No, spero, ma zona non di vuol dire che ci vuole mettere il sonno. Si deve poi saltare il giusto di posso
Such fake news
Tipo di
valeva su questa figura. Such
such a false
such fake news.
Non hai capito? Non sai che fa.
Collaborated with a fiction showing banana displacing unusual
such book that circulates on social media and newspaper. Sì, sì. Media and media, social media and
It's only human HQ, it's only for human, so it's not admitted.
No,
Not the one. Yeah, if also for guests.
yes.
unusual passage.
We will review the first slide. Human, okay. So we need to the first
Change, so human. Yeah, it's absolutely.
Only human. In case are not affected.
another name, not HIV.
Another name.
Aspettate, quando metti annuncio al quarto scuola, vogliamo mettere quello su resembling blood,
Sì.
per smascherare quindi che aziende ci vede chi pensa che lo sangue.
Perché dovrebbe, secondo la gente, manterrà il sangue.
Ah,
Which means
okay.
blood
And the hidden agenda,
Resembling.
resembling
blood.
to blood.
The hidden agenda is
Recalling.
Ok.
no, aspetta, the hidden agenda.
The possible hidden agenda.
Il fatto che
Screditare Mormani. E creare panico e via.
such behaviors
Possible hidden agenda.
things you're showing and then you should somebody
Spread, via.
spread here. Just spread.
Beh, no,
Ce l'hanno.
Tu.
Io chiuderei la frase e metterei.
però sempre sotto palla.
Sì, sempre sotto palla. Recalling.
The name for this.
Quanto ci si vede? Grazie.
Se gli metti uno scotch e devi legartela, non entra.
The above mentioned picture.
Aimed to screditare aims, non ti piace? Spread, yeah,
Is probably aimed.
it's probably difficile.
I don't know. Probably it's okay. Because we don't have to create like a doubt about.
Yes, but we at the same time are not perfectly certain of.
No, we are, because we are the banking and fake news. We are sure this is the age. I think otherwise it makes no sense. No?
Not know. Is the
The color of the banana
spread.
due to the punching attack.
Here, we can write this in the back.
And they showed
Damaging the reputation of
Walmart.
Damaging.
Market chain.
Reputation.
of the market. Dobbiamo mettere fatti. We have to access.
I think that here
I
we
wish to play the.
again the fact that we can say probably that
Yeah, we
he
can-
is not transmitting yes.
Change.
If not only to explain this, no, this for the banana.
Yeah, we can. You can say it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We are right.
Yeah, food and this.
Yes,
Yeah, food.
yeah, 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 we are right.
Nor via.
And
It is a typical.
Ma we can don't survive outside the human body.
That's not so No, whatever the better cannot.
Okay. And
As it is not able to.
Yeah, it's what they think like the body.
Eight.
Just play this.
Five.
But we.
Vuoi dire sul tavolo?
Right.
the human body. Punto.
Yes.
And then you write the other
The
body.
image refers to the image there's a family shows typical family.
That is circulating is instead. Is instead.
Yes.
Instead,
It's a fan.
the red color of the fungi.
Red color, fungi matter, banana.
No, no.
Instead,
No.
Ah, non ce l'hai io.
a typical fungi
È red.
Attack, contamination,
infection.
infection. Fungi infected banana.
Infection. Bananas.
Esatto. Banana fruit.
Per l'integrazione finlandese.
Gli altri hanno fatto quello tipo che hanno
Poi c'è anche la Alessandro mi sente arrivano i figli, mi saccheggiano di Vania,
Very proficient.
So where are we meeting next week? They did it? Okay, I think everyone is ready, so maybe group number 1 here can tell me what they did.
Okay.
Mhm.
So we started with the fact HIV is a virus affecting only humans, transmittable by blood or body fluids.
Mhm.
And we went on with the warning. Fake news claims that the banana was found to be infected by HIV in a supermarket in Oklahoma.
Mhm.
The fallacy is that such fake news is circulating on social media and is corroborated by a picture showing a banana displaying an unusual purple color resembling blood. The above mentioned news and picture are probably aimed at spreading fear and panic and at damaging the reputation of the supermarket brand. The final fact is that HIV cannot be transmitted via food, as it is not able to survive outside the human body.
Mhm.
The image that is circulating represents instead a typical fungine infection of banana fruits.
Okay, very good. Yeah, very good example. I like it. In the fallacy, I would just put in perhaps something that I saw in the one that I was sharing in the WhatsApp group saying that they were using a fake logo imitating CNN news because I think, because that one, that's how they were actually spreading it, and people sometimes share this type of things. But I like the text; is very clear how you can read it. Yes, I like it. Very good job. Group number 2, it's the one that was shared in the WhatsApp group, no?
Yes.
Yes, with group number 2, I would maybe perhaps do the first fact a bit shorter, like this, so it's easier to read, like going straight to the point, and because it's just easier to read, and then you can mention a bit more about the fallacy that was shared, but also a very good job. I only read it in English, not in the other languages, but but at least, yeah. So that would be my only change. Like maybe the first fact, do it a bit shorter, straight to the point, so people can read it easily.
The fact is short.
The fact sometimes can be like the title of the article or the title of the post. So it's usually we try to make it one sentence or like a few words only. So maybe it was my mistake. I did not clarify this. And group number 3, you send it also? And you're going to read it. They're modifying their answer.
Maybe against the fact that the WHO that if we read all the fluids like for example blood and not through vegetable or all the fat. That's
Very good. Do you have any comments? Okay. No, very good. Very good. This was to warn you of for the TTX, which we will start now, I guess.
You finish? Have any other slides?
No,
Okay.
no. This was. I mean, we have the answer of the. No, I have one more slide. I just remember. Give me a second. Well, first of all, this is like one of the ways in which you can do it, which is more or less what you did as well. As I said, the logo can be something important because nowadays we even see full websites being recreated. Like there was this example from The Guardian. They fully recreated the website with the original logos, and then they were posting other type of things. So sometimes this is important, but well, you did more or less what we did in this example, so that's good. And then my last slide. Yes.
Only one comment about the point about the fact the very beginning. As you can see here, we said the same things that all of you did. So that the JD spread through body fluid, blah blah blah, and it cannot survive. Can be translated via 4-degree bananas. The only things that I noticed that number 2, you started with the HIV cannot survive in bananas, which is fine. It is also part of the fact of the one example. But my only suggestion is that don't start with the negative sentence. So you say that HIV, is blah blah blah, and they cannot survive in bananas. So that's because again, it's never start by the nice things. Start with a positive sentence, which can also include something which is denying it, that cannot survive in bananas, but don't start cannot survive in bananas. HIV, is spread up and cannot survive in bananas. That's my only suggestion.
Yeah, in the way you write text. And this is all related to, as we've been saying, to human psychology and the way we process information. So It's just to make it easier. And my last slide now here, yes, I forgot I had this one, the challenges and limitations of debunking. So now we're teaching you about debunking. In reality, there are many ways in which you can deal with this information. There are things called pre-bunking, there's media literacy, there are many techniques, and usually nowadays organizations and governments are using a combination of everything. So debunking is a very, very small part of these efforts. But yeah, it has its challenges, of course. Nothing has been proven perfect, especially with something as complex as disinformation, because it's related to it's related to cyber security, it's related to psychology, it's related to communication in general, it's related to many things, politics. So it's hard to come up with one solution for everything. And some of the challenges include, for example, that it's very difficult to impact on echo chambers, these echo chambers that Francesco mentioned, that are done through algorithms, because the algorithm is suggesting you similar content. So we're all living in our own echo chambers in a way, because social media is showing us the information we like to interact with, we like to see. But when this is conspiracy theories and disinformation, it can be very dangerous. But the way the algorithms are made, it's very difficult to break this echo chamber, because now you're interacted with similar content. So people that are very into their own small echo chambers and they don't receive any, they say, news or multiple information from the outside, it's very difficult to change their opinions, because they never receive, let's say, what we see. They don't receive information from other type of sources. The other thing is it's different to change beliefs than the changing behavior, as you can see here in the behavior iceberg. One thing is changing the beliefs that perhaps you can do with debunking, with other strategies, but then the behavior of people does not necessarily change. So this is another big challenge. Another challenge is the amount and speed of this information. As we've been saying, with social media, you can get a lot of this information in seconds. So it's very difficult to keep up. Like, what do I debunk? What are my resources going to be focused on? These are questions that usually, government agencies have, because we all have limited resources. So you cannot just have 400 people dealing with disinformation. Another big challenge is usually debunking only works, or most of the time works, when the audience trusts the debunker. So if there's a big distrust in the government or international organizations, then whatever you say, they're not going to take it. Like, you can be a really good debunking piece, but then if they don't trust the specific agency, the government, it's very difficult. And this is a problem that is growing nowadays, because these echo chambers, these groups are just amplifying disinformation and messages against the government, against international institutions, fact-checking institutions. So people are already like, they're already very critical of whatever the government says, even if it's true. So this is one of the big challenges now that we're seeing. Also, another big point, also the last point, is that disinformation is usually more fun. It's more engaging, it's more emotional, it's sensational. As Francesco mentioned, when we talk about disinformation techniques, you play with feelings, you play with different things. So if you get a strong reaction from the audience, you will share it. Oh, this made me really angry. I'm not even going to verify this information. I'm just going to share it because it makes me angry, or it makes me sad, or so it's more fun that the facts usually, and whatever the government or the institutions post. Usually it's a bit of a problem, because people like to share this type of things, but if they see like facts given by the government, they're not necessarily going to share them. So these are some of the challenges we've been seeing during our work at talking with member states. So that's why you need a strategy that is a bit more comprehensive, let's say. But Now we're teaching you debunking for the TTX. Thank you. And we will present the TTX now. Thank you.
Okay. So, time to start with the tabletop exercise. The tabletop exercise will simulate a disinformation campaign against Unicri. And you are three groups, group 1, group 2, and group 3, and you are Unicri. So what you had to do is you need to protect the image of Unicri and responding to the disinformation campaign. So let me start with the video, and then I will give you the.
Do I start giving instructions?
No, maybe we show the video first.
Okay, first the video.
First the video.
Bioweapons possess the terrifying potential to wipe out entire civilizations overnight, reducing bustling cities to ghostly wastelands and transforming societies into relics of a forgotten world. The alarming surge in bioweapon cases is a harbinger of global catastrophe, threatening to unleash unprecedented levels of chaos and destruction across the planet. We saw what happened with anthrax, SARS, Ebola, COVID-19. What if someone is behind all of it? What if all biocrises have been caused by the same evil entity? There is strong evidence that there is an invisible hand behind the main biodisasters that we have experienced in recent years. But now this hand is less invisible because we can expose it. Have you ever heard about Unicri? This is a mysterious organization of the United Nations. Nobody knows what they really do. They were created in 2001, immediately after the 9/11 CIA attacks, and since then, they have remained invisible. However, they have offices all around the globe. But now, a coalition of whistleblowers, scientists, and investigative journalists have risked their lives to tell us all about a horrifying plot that shakes the very foundation of international trust and security. Unicri has been secretly developing biological weapons. In their HQ in Turin, there is an underground lab where scientists have developed multiple types of biological weapons. They started their bio project in 2006 and have a dedicated team of experts working on it. This information is even on their website. Stay tuned for more updates as this story develops. The battle for the truth has just begun.
Okay.
I can go.
Yes.
You can expand.
Okay. As you can see from this video, so it is about the disinformation campaign, targeting Unicri. I will show you the video. I will show you the video again. Now, what you have to do now is, sorry, if you don't mind to give me. So what you need to do now for the next 15 minutes, you need to assign, you need to do two things. The first, you need to assign tasks in each of your group. And in particular, you need to nominate one head of the group that will be the coordinator of the Unicri response. And then there will be a deputy head, and the deputy will help the head with this job. Then you need a public officers who will communicate with press, and also a deputy public officers. So one public officer, one deputy public officers. That's the first task. Thanks. And the second task you need to do is you need to identify what will be the target audience you want to reach in responding to the disinformation campaigns. I mean, you don't need to use the power grid, but with the power grid, you may have, an idea of what will be the target audience you want to reach to combat this disinformation. So again, I show you the video, and then I give you 15 minutes to nominate, the 4 persons, and then to identify the target audience.
Bioweapons possess the terrifying potential to wipe out entire civilizations overnight, reducing bustling cities to ghostly wastelands and transforming societies into relics of a forgotten world. The alarming surge in bioweapon cases is a harbinger of global catastrophe, threatening to unleash unprecedented levels of chaos and destruction across the planet. We saw what happened with anthrax, SARS, Ebola, COVID-19. What if someone is behind all of it? What if all biocrises have been caused by the same evil entity? There is strong evidence that there is an invisible hand behind the main biodisasters that we have experienced in recent years. But now this hand is less invisible because we can expose it. Have you ever heard about Unicri? This is a mysterious organization of the United Nations. Nobody knows what they really do. They were created in 2001, immediately after the 9/11 CIA attacks, and since then, they have remained invisible. However, they have offices all around the globe. But now, a coalition of whistleblowers, scientists, and investigative journalists have risked their lives to tell us all about a horrifying plot that shakes the very foundation of international trust and security. Unicri has been secretly developing biological weapons. In their HQ in Turin, there is an underground lab where scientists have developed multiple types of biological weapons. They started their bio project in 2006 and have a dedicated team of experts working on it. This information is even on their website. Stay tuned for more updates as this story develops. The battle for the truth has just begun.
Okay, so please now you follow instructions. You do task number 1 and 2 for 50 minutes. And then after 50 minutes, you will start to receive these information materials that you need to debunk. Okay? So discuss internally how you want to. You can also do a bit of rotation of the 4 positions if you want.
Messaggisti Ilaria, si fa però. Sì. È dato il cazzo di Ilaria con fan. Lei ha fatto dove lo fa. Io ho visto appunto in caso di uniforme per nada più in palla. No, sì. Vera, Public Officer, quello che è così. Ma io il tasso è l'abbiamo fatto, quindi abbiamo altri 13 minuti per fare questo. E siamo i rappresentanti degli Unicri e dobbiamo rispondere a queste teorie di azione. La narrativa ci dice che stiamo sviluppando direttamente utilizzando delle armi biologiche. I'm just reading in Italian with low voice what is the task.
So we have already. So we have discussed about Yes, she's the she is the head of the gate. That's the chief. So chief. Let's start. Let's start by our leader. Leader, what in your opinion? The target audience will be
Because we're from some point that I
Okay, we have to go.
understand why. Please.
You take the
So we started at 304.
That will create the trends. I need the general, because the video was, transferred to general purpose.
So.
Communicate with the because the video. Yeah.
I mean, una fonte di ferro, può essere una fonte di ferro di quello
Sure.
Why? There's one in Unicri, the UN agency.
Because we have a website that you can use to define. And we have a one. And of course, whatever you see here is.
Cosa fai? Perché c'è tutto
Lo schermo.
No, vabbè,
This instruction. Okay, let's see this
They're asking what is the target in our
Okay.
opinion.
And but this may give it only to the heads.
Yeah. So should I start giving this away?
Maybe let's do the
They have a few minutes on it.
yeah, 15 minutes.
Okay.
We calculate 15 minutes.
Allora, mattina. No, sbaglio. No, tu sei, devo sì.
Posso fare le scale?
Ah, scusa.
No, una congiura di palazzo.
Ok. E targets dello schermo.
Yeah, let's see.
Targets, general public.
We explain.
Population.
We explain.
General
Very
population.
quickly how to do this.
Popolazione, sì, civilian, general civilian population.
That's what we call sacrifice. So basically we don't need to interact with the after
Le istituzioni possono essere affette da questo? No, le istituzioni di queste sono fatte la prima cosa. Che qualcuno...
Okay, so you did it. Very good. Identify.
Yes,
people. Okay, target audience.
Se cercano perché del target, perché secondo me questi argomenti bacini e come riporti in fatto dare la mano quindi più che agenzie specializzate magari ti conoscono tutti sanno che fai
ok.
manca WhatsApp della catena è uno degli anziani, uno dei mescoloni che potevano essere di cose dei vaccini
Mi hai detto che l'esercitazione era
Incredibile, sai cos'è che queste persone che spiegano?
Because they say,
talk about updated conversation with the people that were like when you talk to them, physics history, the thing that went, they were like, what they teach are, it's made. What they you have no, you still run out to communicate with them because you're like, this is great. Like, I
Have 5 minutes. So here.
Can I just okay, so now we enter into the new phase of the tabletop exercise because so after this video was released, some disinformation messages will arrive. Before giving the disinformation materials, I just want to invite you to read the instruction for the debunking phase. And in particular, just the first part. All the rest is just a repetition of what you learned today in the afternoon, sorry, in the morning. So what we will do is that we will give the disinformation materials only to the 3 heads of group 1, 2, and 3. And the heads has to decide who in your group will work to debunk the false message. There will be several disinformation messages, so try to use efficiently your, the human resources that you have. So those who have been delegated by the head will do the debunking, and you will use the true sandwich techniques. Oh, sorry. No, yes, sorry. No, the step number 2 is that those who has been assigned delegated representatives by the head, they had to analyze these information materials and advise the head and the deputy head whether to debunk or not the disinformation material. And so therefore it's important that you read the materials, you analyze, you understand if it is true, if it is. Yeah, so the point number 2 is that, so the point number 1 is that the head and deputy will assign the task to someone from your group. So this person from your group, they have to analyze the material, these information materials, and then they had to advise the head whether to respond or not to this information. And of course, so it's important to understand if information is correct, it is not correct, and all the things that we discussed today. And then if the decision is yes, we need to debunk, we need to respond. So in that case, the delegated representatives will use a true sandwich to respond. And try to do it very quickly, because otherwise, this disinformation message will become very, will be spread through social media. And at the end, the head and deputy has to review what has been done and then publish the debunking message. And you can do either, you can post it on the WhatsApp group, or if it is written in paper, you just and you give it to us. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So if it is, of course, WhatsApp, you just publish on WhatsApp. Otherwise, if it is a paper, you give it to us. Okay. And all the other instructions are just, some tips about, the materials that you can use to do analysis. And then there is also the true sandwich techniques. All clear? Any questions? No? So in that case, I will invite the 3 heads to come here.
And now you're receiving this post online.
No, not right. The 3 are the same.
Yes, good.
What is the header number 1?
You can go.
So now what you have to do is that you need to decide who, so basically give it to your own group, yes, and to analyze and to respond.
We don't analyze this, we wait.
Well, no, you analyze, and if you think it is something that you need to respond, you start to respond, you prepare it for sandwich.
Okay.
And try to do it very quickly because other materials will arrive very soon.
Oh, okay.
Respond on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Yes.
Only on WhatsApp.
The paper you can either give it to us or take a picture of WhatsApp.
And send.
Yes.
And then stop. Okay.
Let me start my head. Based on
Yes.
the podcast that we are going to analyze to debunk, right?
Well, certainly you need to also keep in mind what has been said in the yeah, also because one of the posts
Yes. A video that went viral, and these posts are related to what you saw in the video.
yeah, and it's up to you to decide how you want to distribute, if it is something that they will do it collectively, or if you want to assign to single individuals. It's up to you. You are in charge of responding. But my only advice is that be quick, because other information will read. Yes.
Okay.
So when say okay, just start. So
Yeah, to debunk the video.
To decide whether
Before,
it's necessary. You have to
we will set up.
if you think
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Recording working.
What are we doing that,
Making the other one.
okay, yeah, it's very strange. I forgot to mention when you debunk to.
Sorry, one thing I forgot to say. Each of these information materials has has a label. Is a this 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, you receive 2, 3, and 4. When you debunk the disinformation material, please make reference to yes, exactly the number. Yeah.
We have to debunk.
So if you are sorry. Post if you think we
Yeah,
are.
we don't have to what's requiring.
And the marketing, by the sentence.
So
If
it's-
it is necessary, yes. There could also be some nuances which we don't want to know.
Just on the phone.
Yes.
How is to understand what we can compare, so we the word. And because
Yeah. Okay.
The video that we saw.
So do we connect or do we go?
What you were saying. The most important things, there were the video saying that bioweapons, the use of bioweapons in the business. Then someone is behind all of the latest violent events of COVID, Ebola. Who is behind?
Or maybe we can just. Only for the word we call it, yeah.
We have really,
I can go.
office all of them. We need to check. And he said like this is the lowest.
I'm in my topic.
And then so if you easily. Okay, what's the information on the browser is Hey, guys. And I'm going to put the phone. Yeah. Needs to be some serious value. Yes. You will have
Information. The site is.
Yeah.
Ognuno scrive la propria e poi mettiamo insieme.
It's my
This one,
unofficial quindi the scales, ovvero la
No, nel 2019 sono stati usati
io scriverei the only potential io scriverei l'unico possibile caso di in Tanzania che le autorità non hanno accettato è raggiunto nel 2019. And di Tanzania non vuole. Has even authorities. Sì, perché non ha
infatti la scelta
poi che l'avevo messo nel
Yeah, question.
che cosa?
Lei that in 2016 in April an Ebola outbreak, una persona morta, no? An Ebola? No, outbreak, picture no, risalto per corroborate. Esiste corroborate? Sì, l'avevo detto pure io prima, ho suppostato. Ok, ripeto, devo scriverci fatti, quale è il problema? E sei possibile del it was used a photo of a child in the bambino adolescent
Polish code.
possibilmente probabilmente probably non sto proprio spiegare with the intent, clear intent to
Spiegare così. Io
they made non lo so per evitare però discrediti, sì, sei discrediti. Di discrediti, tu discrediti the image of Unicri. In Tanzania no, io direi perdonano l'autority, sì, facciamo di questo.
Inform WHO. They have never had.
Yeah, if you can magari share some
The case of Ebola. Plus, the only possible case from Ebola, the only trace of Ebola
there is a video circulating circulating on the WhatsApp. So you need also to debug the video. It's becoming very viral. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, so
We do so 35. Okay.
equal the head section.
I think the news make that that's.
Yeah, because
بس ما كمل سعرها كمل ولا الحين هو كمل لا وقع انا الخطا ولا هي هاي
no, yeah, that's okay.
It's already
Oh, sorry, no, there were more.
Then we need the word about
Oh, no, only one. Yes. But it didn't work fine. So there's a discuss.
Yeah.
Group one is a no. Can I pull the three heads? The three heads, please come here. Heads, yes. Also the heads of group one. Who is the head of group one? Or the deputy head, if the head is not available, deputy head. Group one, your head. Okay. So you.
I divide it by packages, so we can have a few copies to read.
Okay.
Because we have multiple copies.
Okay.
So this is for one, number 3, number 2. All of the
Yes.
It's a package, but this is the first warning.
Yeah. And I can explain also basically what you have to do is that And the statement has to appear in a video. So you need to make a video, make a statement, and post it on.
Video?
Yes, yes. You have 20 minutes to do it.
On the previous,
No, I mean, the statement has to be the statement about the sex.
One for each.
No,
No,
so,
no.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, is it only,
Yeah.
oh, the same?
Yeah, so, yeah, let me explain. So, so again, what is happening is that the media outlets are asking your head of, you basically as a head, what is happening? And so you need to make a statement. So it's not, don't use through sandwich, you make a statement and inform media outlet, CNN, BBC, what is happening. So you need to make a statement and use your public officers to prepare the statement. And then you, or if you want, you can delegate, read the statement in a video, and then you post it.
Okay. Let's deal with the disinformation thing.
You can delegate. You're in charge. You can delegate. Yeah, you're the boss. Okay. So.
You didn't put a coffee break in the afternoon. It's only the one in the morning.
Yeah, too busy now to do that.
So, one, 2 and 5, 329.
So group one.
329. They posted 2 and 5.
Plus 9. 2 and 5. And anybody else?
No. I see someone writing, but not posted yet.
3 years later.
This information is not yet.
No.
I don't want to put pressure on you, but the first disinformation material was posted at 3:20, and only one group replied. And so your organization is under pressure now. All these posts are becoming viral.
And
Yeah, the first is a video.
okay.
You don't need to like it.
Maybe erase it so it's less confusing. Okay, we have group 3, disinformation 3.
Group 3, okay. And then disinformation, the number 2.
Disinformation 3.
Disinformation 3, okay. So what time?
Let me read it. Here they have it. I mean, they could talk about the real image and everything.
What time was it?
40. 40. I don't know if I should approve this, but it's okay. But I just 340. Yeah.
So, and plus 20.
It's 20. Yeah.
Information.
Yeah,
Information.
the same package we gave 2, 3, and 4.
We
It's the
gave you
same.
2, 3, and 4 at the very beginning.
The 3 let me see if I have a different copy, but we gave them together.
Sure.
We don't have the two.
Have it. It's
Oh,
about,
this was.
but I gave it. Should I give 7 already? So we wait a bit.
Io.
Integrazione. From Campania. Yeah, what we must start with
Try to find the package and the picture. It's also the pictures.
no, un video non c'è.
C'è altro da scartare.
No, ma il screen brief. Ma non è solo un video. Sono un video sono un video del foto. Che cosa sta cercando? Questo si riferisce a potrebbe. No, non devi scegliere. Video. Colleghi con social website. Con social media. Unicri. And the United Nations.
Okay, there's
Yeah, but this you already put.
sorry.
Yeah, we only have this. Don't worry, it's the same.
Number 2, I have.
She'll try to use yours.
I don't know, if you WhatsApp. Okay, yes, please.
This issue is not
Right, just one question, because we have lost before this.
Okay.
But is the video
The one I show you.
No,
Yeah, the first one.
the one with Unicri?
Yeah, the first one.
Okay.
Everything will be about the Unicri, but this is the first one, the long one that we show you.
Oh, okay. No, it's the video.
Dobbiamo fare, ok. No, perché ci ho detto io
Yes.
Yes, I will.
Operating, not operating.
Open source intelligence. Remember open source intelligence. So so the warning, theoretically, they should post it at 55, the video.
Yes, we said 20 minutes.
I think they are recording outside their message.
Yeah, no, that is a
I think they're recording the message. And you let me know when we can spread more disinformation.
Yeah, also, it doesn't say basically, it doesn't say what is about which, I mean, obviously, if you don't know that you commented this video, you will not make a connection. Actually, no. No, I mean, I would have said something like link is being created.
Yeah, but you said we were not commenting. So
Somehow I was also. So. Yeah, maybe we'll be saying this. If one, what if we break? If we're doing the press conference, we break for a few minutes and we organize the press conference near you.
okay.
Warning. Some fake news, but false.
Però non devi dire. No,
Abbiamo scritto.
But I'd like to answer the press conference is also very based on what they deliver as a statement in that moment. So when we hear them, you can take notes and then, you made this mistake, or why did you say this? So it's very like based on what you just said just now. And also like we have the back question. It's like, okay, they did it very well, so we can ask about other things. But I think also what they're saying, usually they make mistakes. That's it.
So we give 1 minute.
1 minute.
And the.
No, the other group is.
Information campaign.
I mean, I guess that. I'm probably recording in the.
You can be volunteers.
Le campagne sono facili, come si chiama? Si capisce ma quella che
Poi non ritorno, non posso rispondere. Social media notification. No.
Yesterday, the foundation campaign started circulating on social media, aimed to damage the reputation of the The campaign was.
They are recording the video. We haven't
Found
talked
in
about it. So they are recording the video.
He said we can decide.
Oh.
We are public officers, so they can do this.
Information campaign that circulated social media, aiming to damage the reputation in the US. The campaign is
No,
called
give you the, because there was defined by.
US is found established in 1968 to assist the international community's crime prevention and containment of the national crisis policy. We invite the population to consult the Unicri official website, unicri.org. Thank you very much.
Numbers.
Dai, su.
Ok, questo era il mio. Una finisce.
So 21. Plus.
Yeah, group 3, 6, I'm not sure. Not convinced, but okay.
Okay.
I think now they're panicking, that's why they're answering like this. Theoretically, in 3 minutes, they should pause their video.
Yeah.
Se lo potete mandare con il gruppo da che
And maybe what I can do is that until the 20, I can we can say that until 20 is okay. Oh yeah, there is a video.
Wait, they're recording.
The campaign is false, misleading. Established in 1968 to assist the international communities to crime prevention and control criminal justice policies. To invite the population to consult only the official website, unicri.org. We thank you also for the cooperation.
E poi lo spiego.
Mica va scritto qua, facciamo.
If I decide not to respond to some of the disinformation in depth, I have to write that we are not debunking or just not sending.
Yeah, this is for, sorry. If they decide not to debunk something, should they tell us or should they write it in the group?
Just don't.
Tell us if you want that. And why are you not responding, maybe?
Why we are not responding? Yeah.
Tell me. Yeah.
They said the final. This is a real policy, something that doesn't need to be.
Exactly.
Communicated.
Correct.
Statement that means this.
Io mi attacco in giusto
No, but Francesco, maybe don't show everything.
Allora, sì, adesso ci stavo ancora Chi vuole?
Cos'è abbiamo finito?
Risposta del sistema the image and there are
Dici, nato in master.
Unicri hubs. For sleep.
E anche avuto sempre fianco.
Posso dare una mano?
What is the plus? What is plus? Plus.
How many minutes it takes to
Okay.
respond?
Okay.
Yeah, so there is a time in which has been posted, and then when it was the response. Yes, so there's some mistakes here, obviously. And this is a mistake here. Sorry, can you tell me this information 5
Yeah.
by group 1? It was 29, sorry, 29. I made a confusion.
You put the correct not 9, but not
29, yes, okay.
So, and what time do you want to give the warning to?
we can,
No, first we said a small break, right? Before warming to you said.
no. We said that, no, we give a warning and then before doing the press release, we do a short break. So basically warning, half an hour and then break.
Okay.
So what I can do is that if I keep it black color, if it is up to 20 minutes, and then if it is from 20 to 40, we can change the color. I can put it like,
Are you putting here the warning one? So when they posted the video? Because we're still missing one video, right? I think they went to record it, but maybe we should consider also the video, the statement.
Sorry,
It's,
which is group one?
group one is there.
Okay. It's,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
I guess we should put here warning one, so we post when they put the video also.
You're right.
Because we're not considering the video.
Warning one was,
For group one,
no, what time was warning one? Not the-
50. It's
It's taken over
35.
35.
35.
35. So
Before them. One, yeah, 35.
okay, and
It was made at 35. Post,
by who? Group one.
yeah, 53. I mean, we did the work. We made the
Ah, the
warning at
warning.
35.
35.
And then the first one was 53. So 353. 53.
53. No, 63.
And the group
It was plus 22 minutes.
and the group, but we gave them 25, so it's good. Group 3, they posted at 354.
54. So plus
24.
29. No,
What? 24, no?
no. 35, 54, 20.
54, yeah.
Sorry.
40, 50, yeah, 20.
Yeah, no, but this is 18, not 22.
Okay, that's a mistake. Yeah, this is.
And this one is, you said, so
No, 30, 40, 50, so 19? Yeah, it's 1 minute long, it's 19.
yeah. Okay.
The other group, I remove. Yes.
Oh, there's a-
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I see that they use finally OSINT techniques about the image. That was what time do you want to give one? Two?
Sorry,
At what time do you want to give warning?
maybe we can do it now. Yeah. Uh, So need the attention of the three heads. Three heads, please come here. Heads, head number one, head or deputy.
Here is
We have a little group.
Yeah.
yeah.
Then little than the other.
Okay. So, yeah, new warning, and you need to prepare yourself for a press conference in half an hour. So in half an hour there will be press conference. Please, you use your communication officers to prepare, speaking
statement.
notes, a statement. Well, not statement, just speaking notes.
Well, depends. Maybe they want to read the statement. Maybe they
If you
want
also
to-
want to read a statement, fine,
I
but it will be
prepared.
questions, and therefore prepare, notes to respond to questions. I use your, communication officers.
For the okay, we'll publish officer. Okay.
Okay. Or you're the boss. You can decide who makes it, but we have a press conference in 30 minutes about the situation. Yeah, warning two at 05, I guess. 13:05. One situation. So we had first
Who did it? So someone else, the bank?
group one, disinformation 7.
Okay, what time?
14, no, 16, 0,
16, 0.
6. 0, 6, yeah. And then group 3,
So which means that 16.
16 means
I don't know.
Okay.
then we have group 3, disinformation 5.
Okay.
This was at 16:06 as well.
So it took 31 minutes.
Yes. Also, this debunking, it's a bit tough, but okay. Yeah, I thought once they start feeling the pressure of time, debunk.
Yeah. Okay. You want to give us this information later?
Already?
Yeah, also because
Also because they don't have to debunk. Actually. So
she will be.
with Ignacio,
So
group 2,
the answer.
2 and 5.
They
That's Ignacio.
to be answered.
Okay, but this is,
Which I would.
they made a new message, so you can check it.
On what? No, I don't. We should, yes. But then we also have another one. We defend the
And fast.
But you can delegate, as a deputy, you can delegate.
Delegato. Facciamo così.
Okay, so you can use that. Remember, if we use it. Siamo stati efficaci, il primo e poi ritardo.
Okay, so
Io mando sempre a te poi.
07.
Licenziato. Allora, there will be 20 minutes. I will need to answer some questions.
Yeah, this information 7.
This information 5. This information 5.
You already put it,
Group.
no?
Yeah, so I put it there.
Yeah, but the group 3, this information 7.
Okay, so it's very efficient.
Yes.
1601.
But some of the debunking for me would not have been approved, let's say. But yes.
Quindi
Bravi.
18.
Siamo un ponte tra consenso e azione. Qua il presidente
Also,
ha riportato
the last sentence is very confusing. You're basically saying that it exists. This can be for the press conference because, see, it's like the document is titled Internal Report and Experimental Plan, suggesting the content could be distributed.
Which is number?
7 for group 3. It's an internal report.
So we will not answer this information.
Okay.
No need.
Okay.
We can ask them in the press conference about this because the last sentence they write is like super confusing. So I would say
Yeah.
Sorry, we decided to not respond to this information 3 and 4 because there was a very low number of retweets and people.
Okay, and you're group number 1.
Yes.
also for this you decided because of the retweets
Yes.
and this also.
Also because there are few people who.
Yeah, this is our profile original. We don't have interactions.
Yeah.
Also because this is true. It doesn't need debunking, but yes. Okay. Okay, so
No, it was only about the.
okay,
Yeah,
sorry, okay.
Yeah.
It's a very low engagement, but it's an our actual
Okay. Want to give us this information 9?
already.
Yes.
But we only have 13
Yeah, but we will finish.
with the press conference.
Yeah, at 35 we'll finish.
Okay. We should put Marina Mazzini in our exercise. Oh, we would be like.
We lost our original head, so we changed group 1. The new head is Alessandro Rizzo.
Ah, ok.
Cioè,
Ok.
Qui la conferenza.
Sì, la facciamo qui e la facciamo tra, aspetta, il wording era alle 4:35. Sì, faremo un piccolo break di un paio di minuti per organizzare la press conference.
Una domanda, in che è laureato in storia? In che ha specializzato?
E allora ho fatto, mi ero laureato, in realtà ho fatto una tesi sul crimine organizzato in Italia, sulla mafia, e poi ho fatto un dottorato di ricerca in Inghilterra sulla la lotta contro la mafia in Italia.
In Inghilterra.
Esattamente. Perché in Italia nessuno è interessato alla mia. E quello che avevo fatto, avevo fatto uno studio su tutte le varie strategie tecniche a livello
Quindi storia
legale.
contemporanea proprio.
Sì, esattamente. E a quel tempo non c'erano in realtà molti studi, ora c'è molto di più, ma a quel tempo c'erano pochissimi studi sulla lotta alla mafia. C'erano veramente tantissimi studi sulla mafia. Ed è lì che mi sono detto, quello è un motivo. Cioè, tutti questi libri sulla mafia, ma non c'è niente che possa essere. E dunque l'ho fatto nel 2002.
E quindi l'ho
Quindi,
cominciato nel,
già
nel
tutto-
98.
Tutta la struttura del fattore, di seguire i soldi, cioè, esisteva, quindi
Sì.
cioè, non è una cosa del tipo...
Esattamente, sì, 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 infatti, cioè, già infatti lì avevo pensato che potevo descrivere sia in tutti gli anni in cui la lotta è stata estremamente inefficiente
Sì.
e sia gli anni in cui ho cominciato a essere efficiente e cercare di capire per quale motivo. E soprattutto c'era chiaramente molta narrativa sulla volontà
di
politica.
farlo, perché secondo me anche dalla Chiesa avrebbe potuto fare tanto
Sì.
se non fosse stato
Sì,
abbandonato.
quella parte lì chiaramente anche l'ho preso in considerazione, ma ho guardato anche per la parte proprio dal punto di vista operativo, perché non è che basta, cioè la volontà, senza la volontà non ottieni niente, ma anche con la volontà non è che
No,
sia così facile.
certo.
E quindi insomma questa era un po' la mia idea. E quindi insomma, non è che era una cosa, come dire, operativa, però comunque andava un po' in quella direzione.
Certo.
Ed è lì che infatti poi a quel punto non ero molto interessato alla carriera accademica, ma più che altro a trovare qualcosa di un
Ho
pochettino
capito.
operativo.
Perché poi storia è difficile,
Sì.
carriera accademica.
No. E quindi da lì che sono arrivato alle lezioni.
Grazie, era una curiosità, che io diciamo, sono appassionato di storia, quindi però non so, le civiltà dell'antico vicino all'antico Oriente, quindi tutta quella parte.
No, e tra l'altro per adesso sta uscendo tantissimi studi, se tutti anche il periodo tipo gli anni 70, il terrorismo, strategia della tensione.
L'ultimo anno ho letto parecchi libri sul brigadismo.
E sono libri però scritti da storici, cioè mentre prima erano scritti da giornalisti,
Sì.
quindi c'era tanta speculazione ma poche fonti, ora hanno fatto gli storici con sai, documenti di archivio molto più documentati e molto molto interessanti.
Ma soprattutto adesso questi libri fanno uscire fuori che in realtà i brigadisti erano il prodotto di tante pressioni, di tante pressioni sociali da
We decided not to because the number of digits in the account.
Allora, qualcun altro? Vale.
Yes, 41.
Any more? Group 2, disinformation 3. I didn't.
Yes, no?
Yeah, no, I didn't take note. 603. So this will be plus 43, correct?
This equals group 2 and
So this we can put it in red.
group 2. I don't see it. Where is it?
Before.
It's Liberia.
No.
I love how they decide not to debunk the official Unicri post, not because it's true, but just because of the length that we have, which are very low.
Picture number. Is information 3? Picture
7.
Is it 2?
I think so. No. What? The picture refers to that very specific. Welcome, no.
Sorry, what is this information 3?
It's a, yeah, it's I think so. Let me have a look.
Sono quelli che erano in Roma, no?
No.
Abbiamo detto che fanno in Italia.
Dai, non vedi, abbiamo fatto l'analisi.
Warning due per la Warning two. I didn't understand if we need to publish or we need to speak during a response.
You need to respond to questions, and if you want, you can also start with a statement. It's up to you. But you made already statement in the video, so
Yeah, but all together, like we don't need to send you in the WhatsApp group.
no. So you will sit on the podium
okay,
and
okay.
yeah.
Guarda qui anche dietro i
Sorry, we every instant we need to respond. These because it's no need.
No need. Okay. Tell me which one. No need. So number 4, obviously.
6. No,
And
number group one is 6. No need.
But you did number 6.
No, this 6.
So your group 1.
Yeah, this 6 is empty.
Sorry.
It's no need.
Yes. No need. Okay. And what about the 8 and 9?
No need, no need, 8.
Group 1 is 9. The hour is
16:21, non ancora visto. Quindi 18 minuti, giusto?
sì.
Ok, e
8.
8. Perché 13 a 21 è meno, sì, è 8.
questo mettiamo qua e questo metto non need.
No, all'8 no need because
Non need.
All'8, ok.
Ok.
Questo qua non need.
E il warning 2 che cos'era?
Sì, ti devi preparare.
Ok, sì.
Ok. We do also number 10.
Invite someone to inspection in our lab. We're open to.
Our lab are open for fate una bella fateci una sì, no, ma faccio io. We are open.
No, inspection.
Inspection, you expect someone is watching.
Abbiamo capito di più.
We are not here. Yes. No, c'è tutto questo film qua su
Who's watching on 10?
Yeah.
You? No.
Aspetta, questa è la cosa, la press, Windows Keyboard.
No, it's
Un civile che
Figurati, non so di vedere.
poi nothing to hide. We are open the public, we are nothing to hide. Nothing
Informazioni non verificate perché capite che io ho detto sta parlando delle nazioni Unite
in relazione alle attività no, per favore non includere
Newman.
Newman.
in relazione alla lingua inclusiva. Io sono pedagog.
E quindi adesso abbiamo da fare 10 11. Il nome stabilimento di essere state inviato. Basta. Abbiamo 10 minuti, il nome è sufficiente. Questo secondo me è sbagliato.
Però la traduzione
No, ma io non so più.
No.
sempre il manuale ufficiale National Inquisitor, cioè non Works National Inquirer.
Questo è il 15.
Sì,
The diary of this bank we have not no. Non dico.
Ce l'avete la traduzione?
Siete riusciti a dire?
Sì.
National Inquirer è un account falso perché Nazi Inquirer no, anzi, allora. National Inquirer. So this is a fake account. So many
It's this
breaking news.
okay.
So it's a
You
fake
can
account.
fake account.
mandato la sull'iPhone 10
Yes.
Este.
On this we can say that,
Lo posso far verificare il costo prima.
Io l'ho preparato.
Preparato già.
A chi lo mando per controllarlo?
Sì, te lo mando.
Te lo mando a te.
Io ho preparato già la risposta.
Dai, questo l'ho mandato adesso.
Cos'è?
Questo come se fosse un comunicato interno che dice ma qual è
Questo è.
Allora, noi abbiamo trovato una fonte da un sito di informazione falsa.
Un sito che si può fare. Quindi,
Dai compagni falsi,
io non ho capito il senso di quella frase.
Ci riguarda, sta circolando, dobbiamo consultare i consigli ufficiali. Questo non è il canale ufficiale.
Che collega Unicri allo stretto giornale.
Sì. Ok.
Vai, da te che non so.
Non diciamo che tutto si sa che c'è
Spreco perché sì, non so se lo malaria. Allora, solo riesce
Non c'è bisogno di
Yeah, I think that's
Pronto?
yeah, excited or
Sì.
è arrivato. Questo è l'andiamo
Cioè, secondo me questo con Google scrivi nota, vedi, filtra, non share information nel check. Non share this information before checking. The mystery is a similar number of cases of malaria, especially in the central.
Group one disinformation. Then it says
Yeah. What time?
Khmer. 4:33. They even did it in Khmer.
16,
33.
33. Ok.
In realtà quello responsabile è quello che
So 9. Wow, ok, bravissimi.
Yeah, but it's not very good. See, this is where I say they get pressure and then they do these type of things, but it's not a really good democracy, I would say.
E lui si accorge che questa sì.
Ok.
Guarda, questa è quella che ho fatto adesso. E c'è tutta la
sì, però non riguardano in design, secondo me.
Translated. It's it appears like a label saying, sorry, do not share information on, like, it doesn't end the translation, it seems, on the Unicri in,
Okay, yes, yes.
doesn't work. The translation.
Because using ChatGPT.
No, the
Then
Google
it says,
Translate.
Do not share false information on.
Yeah, with Google.
Yeah, just as it is, as you can,
We understand that
the concept.
important information about legal question.
Yeah, exactly. You had the idea. Maybe it got caught like the first last word or something, but yeah. But you got the idea of the post, yeah.
Okay, no need.
I would say no need as well. And no, actually, this is correct.
Yeah, but it is actually why no need.
No, no need because
Okay.
one, this is good. No need. This is not good because what they say is like I have it in our DTS. Which one?
Yeah, because it is the stream of number, the number.
10 mi sto
Please do not circulate to share information before verifying yourselves. It comes from a verified account. Repeat this information, but does not share it as real. This is a tricky one, actually, because they're not showing.
So it's not the translation.
Yes, but some of the maybe one word missing, maybe got caught. I don't know. But yeah, I said you understand the message in general. But yeah, it is one. I personally would not debunk it because it comes from an official account.
Yeah.
It's not a good way to handle information,
Okay.
but it does not say anything false. Let's say.
Okay. Group 1, disinformation 11, 1635.
What did they say about this?
Plus 8.
But it's real. What did they say about 11? It doesn't need to be debunked.
Let me see. Qual è 11?
Okay. It's France. It's France. Yes. 12. I inverted the numbers, probably it's 12, yeah. How are they debunking this? No, it's 12. The one that doesn't need to be debunked.
Okay, group 3, this 10, 1638.
Malaria, we didn't say malaria. We said Ebola. Why are they saying malaria? For group 3, they are saying malaria. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I can check again. But yeah.
No, ok, 40 minuti. Rispetto a quando è stato inviato il D4. Adesso c'è una canzone.
So the phase number 2 of the banking is finished. Very well done. So next we do the press conference. Just maybe we can break for 5 minutes. Yeah, we break 5 minutes and then we start with the press conference.
Comunque l'applicabilità dei tipo delle scritte diverse. Se cerchi lo spero che abbiano
Oh, chi vuole un caffè? No, non me
We do one by one.
You one of the questions, one of the
No, with the groups.
No, it's too messy. It's too messy.
Okay. So number 2.
Yeah. Paper. Other play.
So then
Yes. So great.
Because they didn't mention this.
Dai, facciamo su break, eh? No.
They did mention it last one.
perché non è stato una traduzione che andava tutto bene. Nel 4 perché cosa c'era? Nel 4 c'era la risposta, cosa c'è?
Okay,
Questo.
you're listening.
So I think
non credete a
so this I
che è uscito è un freak. Questo qui non capite, sono questo mi si sta bene. Il simbolo è giusto.
Infatti, no, questo è il continuo di quello. Abbiamo detto che non è dato.
Il
Era reale.
il DIS
you want to start fetching?
I think for me, I put 3 they need these. I don't think
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
So I want to talk about the report of the industry.
Okay, report, and it is, so it is information number. Okay, and that's you. My. Okay,
Yeah.
then, system. I can, if you want.
Yeah, it's very almost prepared to do based on what they say.
Because that's we can sort of
Agree.
if probably just curious if that's
Adesso.
no, we just ourselves for the
Because the event elements I'm using docking point.
Because we said that, no, they do the bid.
I thought that they have very used.
So let's see.
And they press conference talking about purchase damage questions.
So you can say to us, I do. And, okay. And how do you respond to your question? You can do it for also for number one if you want.
Yes, everything I can.
You can which is number?
Yes. F5. Okay. Yes.
5. Okay. Donors, Mr. Donors, you can do it for number 2, say. And now list of donors. Are you taking us?
Yeah, I can. I mean,
Now Mr. Donors,
I can memorize.
and the patient is the recipients from charitable companies.
Then how many persons are we on? Two, three.
Bueno, we have 4. And then that's okay, I can put something about information situation market.
Okay. For just even.
It can be not. I don't know, this would be, as they say, accusing the future of achieving like this makes sense. Yes. By the way, for you, which model is it? Actually, now,
That can be.
previous years. Okay. I mean, it can be 20 materialist. Okay, using it.
Why don't we ask about?
Yeah, this one. Content. This is surrounding world, which is also an obligation, so it can be number 1. And we can ask what are the simple
Which are
Yes. So they need to say. This is so you can think of it. Or you want to do it?
I can take it.
Yeah, there was something that we need to be in place.
From the group for free?
Yeah. And it is the number. It's a lot. Big one. And
It's one of the first ones.
One, thank you.
I know just.
Someone that's true that you wants to do the letter. Had to respond and go up. I
And this is you, so much. In Canada, or we can read it now. And sorry, this is this information on the five.
One of the first.
Plus three. Okay, you have a list of these.
I put it here. It's the second one.
Yeah.
Three.
Three, okay. Then we have, yeah, number two. Number two is about this really, so it is again, it is number three, okay? Picture, picture.
Yeah, basically what they said in the post.
What time is it? We need, it will take half an hour and then we need more or less for done. Yeah, we need to do the first one. Yeah, then no, just, but of course, if you have a meeting, don't worry. Meeting.
We will represent you.
Okay, and I do that.
Yeah, I think I can do the second one for food number one. I can, but they all have to.
So that's three, which we, can we do the?
Okay, that's it. They will take it. One. Because we also have the questions for that.
Yeah, I think this is.
I think that's fine. I want our question we're gonna have. See that it's not a corporate. Teaching them. Okay. And work for someone else that's really fast for taking this stuff.
No, I mean, let's do it. For number one.
Number one, okay.
So.
Yeah, try.
Disaster. Guarda, I met you.
And it is money, okay. What else you can do? Other two, three questions. Well, maybe. For number two. We consider. It's also saying. It's not. And we need one more for good speech. This gives easy. No, yeah, because
I have to, okay.
yeah. So, okay, number one, you do allocation of table.
Training materials.
Number two, you do notice the drawings, and you can go further to see the pharmaceutical country. And the office in the road. And then you have the report, and the situation of the service, and something. And so, how do you?
You can invite them to present the office.
So,
You're getting invited to present the office.
okay.
Dario, prima facciamo un attimo.
Yeah, they come to myself. Maybe if I can phone, so phones, I'm gonna be phone.
Okay.
That's how I am. Yeah.
Okay. I just got to find this.
Yeah, because usually it was like. Torniamo.
Male. Va bene.
Sì.
Is that number 11? Okay, I'm checking the group.
We also sent the number 7.
Number 7. Okay, I will check it. That's not number.
I forgot my questions about Magneti Marelli.
They say they also send number 7. They send number 7. 7.
Shall we stand?
They say it's not. They said they sent number 7. I'm looking for it. Yeah, I know, but they came to ask me.
Oh.
That's why I'm saying okay. Yes, but
29.
29. Okay.
And it goes in orange.
Yes. Like this.
Yeah.
What is this color?
The last. Yeah.
Okay. So you want to start? Okay.
Okay. Shall we start? So I invite group number 1 to come for the press release. It can be the head, or if it has preferred, also there can be also other colleagues coming. It's up to you. And you sit. You want to be alone, or if you want to be with the deputy?
For me, it's the same. If someone can or want to come, no. Okay.
You've been abandoned. Very well. Okay.
Un abbraccio di tanto in tanto.
You can sit. About
Okay.
Maybe I can.
Just no need, right? That's it.
Okay.
Scusate, non... everyone. We are aware of the false information that currently circulates on social media, claiming that Unicri is involved in the production of biological weapons of mass destruction. These claims are based on fabricated videos and forged documents. Let me absolutely clear. These allegations are false. Unicri has never produced, nor has it been involved in the production of any type of weapon. Our mandate is to support member states in building security, justice, and the rule of law, always in line with the United Nations base. Disinformation campaigns such as this one are dangerous. They aim to damage trust, create confusion, and weaken the credibility of the institution that work to ensure safety and cooperation at the international level. We call on the media and the public to rely on official communication for accurate and verified information. We remain committed to transparency, and we will continue to provide timely updates as needed. Thank you.
Thank you. I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm Frankie Marelli from Real Truth Journal, and I would like to ask a question about the allegation that Unicri has a secret lab in headquarters in Turin. We also heard that there is someone called Marelli working at Unicri, and I wonder if there is any connection also with Magneti Marelli, the company that produced weapons. So, again, in Italy, in Turin, can you please clarify that that Unicri is not producing biolabs in Turin headquarters? And it has nothing to do with
We don't use any weapon, and we haven't no biolabs in every of each sites where is present Unicri. This is not our mandate, and this is an important thing to verify the source of this information, and this is this information that is dangerous because in our mandate there is the support all the nation in increase their experience in justice, especially, and this disinformation campaign only breaks the trust that the nation have in Unicri, and invites you and all the accredited media to check for the source of your information.
Are you denying that there is someone called Marelli working in the organization, and that there is a connection between this person called Marelli and Magneti Marelli?
No, I don't know about this. Who is this person? But really, so really, your name and okay, sorry. And no, we haven't any link with Magneti Marelli. There is no link between Unicri and Magneti Marelli, and
I have a question too.
Yeah.
Mariana Diaz from Scandal Magazine. What do you have to say about the post that the Prime Minister of Redline posted on the platform X the other day? Because this is a very serious allegation. It comes from another member state. It comes from a different country. So I guess they verified the information before commenting it. So it probably has some proof that they haven't shared with us yet. So what do you have to say about it?
The only thing that I can say that is something that, as you reported, is something that we think that is verified, but this is, as far as we know, there is no verification about this information, and also important actor on the international scene can be the target of this information. But we are open all the state parties to check our work. That I want to remind that is open to verification, and but also you can check our mission on our website and on the media where we are present.
Did you talk about any about this with any representative of Redland, or how is the relationship with the state right now after this declaration?
At the moment, we haven't any contacts with this person and other representative of Australian. And as I told you, we are ready to respond to every question that they have, but we have for the moment not a formal communication with us about requesting clarification.
I have another question. Why do you have so many offices working on CBRN around the world?
CBRN is today treated and the way to increase our preparedness is to work together. So our presence all around the world enhance the cooperation between the state parties.
We see that you do a lot of training around the world with a lot of member states, a lot of countries, but we never see the sort of material you share with these member states. So how do we know you're not sharing something about making perhaps weapons? Since that it's a bit secretive what you do.
No, it's not secret. There is a lot of documentation shared between us and the state partners that are exchanged in the formal communication link between the state parties. Is not the material is not shared publicly, but all the state parties well know our activities and the results that are shared among all the state parties.
Meno male che c'ero io vicino a te.
Group number 2. You can be alone if you want for secretary.
I'm alone because I public officer is gone.
First question, why is he gone?
Oh, it's a good question. I don't know.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. We call this press conference to press the lies about Unicri that are spreading online. I want to be very clear. The claim that we make biological weapon is completely false. Our job is to fight crime and use science to make the world safer. Not the opposite. There's also a fake post linking us to an Ebola outbreak. We are aware of a specific post linked a supposed Unicri meeting in Dar es Salaam to an Ebola outbreak in April 2016. Let's be clear about the facts. The mere Ebola outbreak in West Africa had officially ended months before this date. Crucially, there was no Ebola outbreak in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania in 2016. Only potential case of Ebola in Tanzania occurred in 2019. a fake news claims that in the Dar es Salaam in April 2016, an outbreak of Ebola occurred. A photo of that child was used with a clear intent to discredit the image of Unicri. Tanzania informed that they never had any case of Ebola. The only never confirmed case of Ebola was reported in 2019, 3 years later, the time the fake news is spreading. There is no secret plan to develop bioweapons, and someone used some fake blogs to post fake news to create panic. We know this source can be upsetting. Our goal is to protect people, and we are completely transparent about our work. Please only trust information from our official sources and the United States. Thank you.
I have a question. I'm Frankie Marelli from One Voice. I saw that on social media you wrote that the picture of the boy refers to Liberia President Ellen Johnson still lift welcoming US President Obama. However, according to our fact check, this picture is connected to Ebola in Liberia. So are you hiding something? Why are you saying that this picture is connected to something which is not true?
No, we are hiding anything, and we have done an example of how Africa has benefited from the use of the US troops to help the African citizens, okay? And there is not any, in any ways, a way to spread Ebola in that place. And obviously, we have the only aim to have good benefits for the African citizens and not spread any epidemic.
Yeah, so I have a question for you because you discussed about this meeting, but are you saying there was not a meeting organized by Unicri in Dar es Salaam the 13th of April 2016? Because I think there's a lot of evidence that this meeting took place. So are you denying? Yes, are you denying that there was a meeting on the 16th of April 2016?
We had a meeting in 2016, but obviously the post linked that occurs that occasion to the beginning of the spread, but the spread of the kind of epidemic of Ebola finished in some months before, and not that was not in Tanzania. Okay, so this is fake news.
We saw in a video that the Unicri was created after September 11. So is there any connection between Unicri and the Al-Qaeda attack?
No, obviously not. Okay, we are a peaceful institution and organization. We are Unicri was born years ago with the 2001. Okay, in 1987, and so obviously it's not linked to the 9/11, obviously.
We also saw that in your website there is not a list of donors. So how can we be sure that you don't receive funds from, for example, pharmaceutical companies have other interests if you don't share the list of donors?
We have not linked with a link with the private institute or private industries because we are a public organization, and so our aim is obviously the public safety and obviously peace, like all the organization of the United Nations.
So group number 3.
Okay. Good evening, Skinner Denucci, public officer for Group 3 of Unicri. Good evening, everyone. In light of the claims that are currently circulating on social media and online suggesting that Unicri is involved in a biological weapons program, we categorically reject these allegations. Unicri is indeed a research and cooperation institute dedicated to crime prevention and the promotion of security through research, capacity building, and technical assistance. We do not conduct, finance, or support any research programs aimed at the design, development, or use of biological weapons. We are ready to provide all relevant information to clarify this matter. We encourage the media to verify sources before publication. We will also take all appropriate legal and procedural steps against those who spread false and harmful information. Thank you all. We are available for your questions.
Not very clear. You did not seem to say that this report was false. You just said this report that it was an internal report. So the information that you shared was not very clear. So are you saying this report is real and it was an internal report that was leaked? Or what is the situation with this?
As I was telling you before, we don't deal with biological weapons program or spreading biological weapons. So the report is false, as you will be able to verify official signatures and official logo is missing from this internal report. So it is a fake news.
Frankie Marelli from Real Truth Journal. The International Associations of Mothers are accusing Unicri of destroying the future of their children by producing vaccines that contain biological weapons. What do you respond to this association?
Please repeat what the international are claiming about our involvement with vaccines.
International Associations of Mothers.
International Association.
No answer.
You can happy to say you. International Association of Mothers.
I have to say that we do not deal with vaccines. As I was, I have to repeat once again that we do not deal with the spread of biological agents. Yeah, I will not go deeper into technical details. I will let judge the technical experts on the observation by this association.
I have another question. I see that you have an office in Nairobi. Why do you need an office in Africa? What type of projects are you doing there?
We have actually projects all over the world because we are dealing with crime prevention, as is the aim of the United Nations. This is not the place to share private information, also because we would not like to this reserved information to be shared with possible non-state actors.
I have a question about your collaboration with the Faculty of Medicine of Tor Vergata University. Can you tell us what is the nature of this collaboration and why your institute on crime prevention is working with the Faculty of Medicine and there are allegations that you are producing biological weapons?
just formation and protection. This is the only nature of collaboration.
What type of formation? Producing biological.
We are collaborating within the second and first level master courses in protection against CBRNE events.
Never heard about it.
No, però l'association
La conferenza dell'Egri, no, quello non messo in campo perché non.
All right. So that's well, basically that's conclude the press conference concludes our our training, our discussions today. Just a couple of comments about the tabletop exercise. Well, first of all, you did great. You're one of the best, tests that we did so far. I mean, we did it this type of tabletop several times. You can see we kept a record of the time that it took to debunk, and we put in orange color if the response was after 20 and 20 minutes, and the red if it was after 30. So you can see that most of the messages were debunked very rapidly. And somebody debunked the message did not really follow the true sandwich. Obviously, when you're in a hurry, you also want to maximize and not to repeat every time the same things. But in general, I would say that you did a very good job. Obviously, your advantage is that also you have a very good knowledge of CBRN, and one of the challenge when it is about debunking CBRN is that you need to have a technical knowledge on CBRN and communication skills. And journalists, of course, they have communication skills, but they don't have the knowledge on CBRN. And that's why the two words need to communicate. And obviously, we saw also during COVID, mistakes were made in communication because very often there was not the technical expertise. I also want to say that you did very well also for the press conference, just half an hour. We, of course, we were a bit mean here and there to ask silly questions. I just want to say that obviously, if there are allegations coming from a government in association, even if it is Mickey Mouse International Association of Mothers, you need to take it seriously and always know to respond. But again, you did a very good job.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, no, I think congratulations to everyone. I think you did a great job. With this, I mean, in here we're simulating an information environment, so we know it's difficult. Just as a general tip, of course, we know that that's why we put the time pressure here. It's because it makes you more nervous and it makes you more prone to make mistakes. But in a real situation, of course, the thing is, if you publish something that is not correct or is not easily understandable, this can backfire in a press conference. It can backfire at some point. So usually, what as we said, this is a game, an exercise. But when we are teaching about this, of course, you have to really do the verification process of whatever you're posting, because once it's out there, it's very difficult to say that, oh, sorry, I made a mistake. It's impossible to correct a mistake almost, and it's very difficult. So yes, but in here we like to put the time pressure, because usually during a crisis or a severe event, or if you have like a campaign like this one, you need to be very fast, and it's the reality. And we were very slow in terms of social media, because in reality you get thousands of posts, of course, and you have to create your own strategy. But you did very well, and you handled it great.
So I don't know if you have any questions for us. If you want to know more, we will share with you the materials that we have used. I mean, mainly the PowerPoint presentations. We will delete all posts that were used during the exercise. And please, actually, I cannot delete those who was produced by the group. So please delete yourself. And yeah, please contact us also if you need. You can find this in our contact. If not, Andrea also will assist you. And again, it has been a pleasure. Group picture. Yeah, time for the pictures.
Yes, they just push the chair on the wall and put the Unicri logo on the screen of the computer.
Okay. With the fake. Yeah, well, this is your computer. Maybe you put the.
No, it's not my computer.
I thought yours? I thought it was yours. Okay. Okay,
Just that
just open a PowerPoint, I guess, and we put the first slide. Yeah. PowerPoint.
Guarda che ti può andare anche bene.